Okay, so I'm getting ready to film Vlogtober, and I realized I don't actually know where my camera is. Sometimes it lives in my desk drawer. It's not in there. And this drawer I don't even have to look in because I know the only thing in it is a signed photo of Paulo Lazaro, which I just kind of leave it this way because I think it's funny. Related but unrelated, I also have a signed photo of Greg Nicotero above my desk. Anyway, I wanted to film some stuff today, and I don't know where it is. I don't know if the battery's charged, and can't remember the last time. The last time I used it, I think I filmed in May when I went to Georgia, but I know I transferred files since then, so it's somewhere. Like, you know when you put something somewhere safe and then it ends up being like too safe because now you don't even know where it is? I definitely can't film like that. I could. Okay, well, how about like that? Is that gonna work? Okay, that's fine for now. I realized another kind of setback on YouTube is that my car mount broke, and I don't remember how long ago it was, but I feel like I was just encountering like little barriers that were just adding up, and I'm just like, it just made it easier to like not be consistent. But you know, I just set the camera on the dash and it works just fine. Speaking of which, obviously I found my camera, it was at home, and when I pulled it out, Judith got excited because I realized over the last like few months, or basically since I got Judith, I haven't been filming very much like at home, except for when I was doing Victoria Stilwell Academy and I had to film like video assessments. I think in total there were like 25 or something assessments of like filming myself training. And I think I did about 10 or 12 of those assessments with Judith. And so she got used to me, like when I would pull out my camera and set it up, she started to recognize that as being like training time. And so today was like one of the first times in a while that I pulled out the camera at home. And so she still makes that connection of like, oh, we're doing that thing. And I think she thinks like training time is when she gets a lot of treats. I think she likes training too, but also she's just excited to do something where she gets treats. Okay, I'm filming in the Pete's parking lot, so right now I'm pretending to look at my phone while the car next to me is on their way, answering some Facebook comments. Okay, I was just responding to a Facebook comment about my newsletter. A few weeks ago I started a newsletter on Substack called Bark Academia, and it's about dog training and behavior, and I just posted about it in a group, so I was responding to comments about it. I feel like this video has been going on for like 2 minutes and it's already going in a lot of different directions. let me reel it back in. Okay, so I'm at Pete's. I got their iced oat cold brew. It's gonna take a little while for me to get used to this again. It's a cold brew oat latte, and I love their iced cold brew oat latte like as is, but I added the pumpkin spice syrup to it. And I also went light on the simple syrup because I figured like I don't want it to be like too much. Their pumpkin spice I feel like is a lot more mellow. It's not, I guess I could have gone with like the regular simple syrup because I feel like it's not that sweet to begin with. But I forget that their pumpkin spice is not as like over the top sweet as like some other places are. Like it's a little sweet, but I think it's more about the flavor than the sweetness. But it's good. I mean, I feel like I can not taste the pumpkin as strong as I would like, but it's good. Anyway, it's about 12 o'clock. I started off this morning. I saw one cat client, and weirdly, that's the only visit that I have for today. It's a Monday. Usually I have dog walks too, but for some reason, my dog walks canceled like all in the same day. Maybe they're all hanging out without me. I don't know. And then I had to go do a smog check for my car registration. Anyway, the rest of the agenda for today is I'm going to be listing stuff on Depop and Pango books. Actually, right now on the way home, I'm going to go set up a P.O. box because I want to use the P.O. box for like selling stuff online. And I already actually have some stuff listed on Depop. I sold something today, and my original plan was to take it with me so that I wouldn't have to leave the house again later. But I can't find it. And this is like another example of me putting something somewhere away so I won't lose it. But then I did such a good job that now I can't find it. Anyway, I'm gonna go do the P.O. box thing. I'm going to go home and take photos and list some more stuff. I'm gonna find that item wherever it is, and then I'm gonna head back out and ship it because I told the person that I would ship today. They bought it on, I think it was either Friday night or Saturday. Today's Monday, so I want to get it out quick. I have some expenses coming up in November, so this week, and I guess this is like a sneak peek of like what this vlog is gonna be about, is I'm trying to like get some more money together from like various sources, and did that sound shady? I feel like, I don't know. From various like completely legit sources is what I meant. So today I'm mostly going to be doing the online sales stuff, get that set up. Tomorrow I'm going to be focusing on like training and some social media stuff and like promoting my training services. I know I'm going to have a day where I focus on pet sitting and getting ready for the holidays, even though it's only the end of September. Like I want people to start booking their Thanksgiving and Christmas appointments for pet sitting. I don't know, I think I'm gonna have like a social media focus day and like YouTube day because I have some editing left to do for like the first week of October, and then probably like a catch-up day of like whatever else that I need to get done. So I think this video is gonna cover probably Monday through Friday, and then that's enough. I had a game plan originally that my Vlogtober videos were gonna like only be 10 minutes long per day. And this one I think is gonna test me. It might be more like 15 or 20 minutes long. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way home, finish my cookie, and set up a P.O. box, and I'll see you at some point. Who just like vlogs the whole time, like holding the camera the entire time, but I'm just not that person. I find a place to set up the camera and then I scan the background to see how much mess is visible. Anyway, today's Wednesday. I didn't film anything yesterday. It was kind of boring. Like I did get stuff done, but it was like sitting at my computer. I had to take my car in for new brakes. I have to go in again next week, but I did catch up on some like training stuff that I needed to get done. Mostly email related. I had some emails that I needed to get back to. Nothing really fun to show you there. Today, speaking of which, today, I don't really have anything good to show you today either. The only reason I came on right now is because I have to finish my newsletter. I started outlining my newsletter yesterday, so it feels a lot more like doable today. But I wanted to come on and tell you that I'm gonna do it so that I will actually do it. But that's also why I don't want to talk too much right now, because I've noticed that like I have kind of like a limited word count per day, and when I come on and vlog, like that uses up some of my allotted words for the day. So I need to save them. I need to save all the words that I have for my newsletter. It's not going to be hard. It's just like a life update, school update mostly. It's back to school. Most of my newsletter has been like informative, like behavior stuff. But this one is more like about me going back to school. I took like kind of a break during COVID. I was doing online classes, and then the classes I needed weren't available online, and then I wasn't really ready to go back to campus because I'm like self-employed and it's not convenient for anybody if I take a sick day, so I really didn't want to like risk going back to school. So my class right now is online. Next semester I will have to go back to school, so I'm going to be talking about that in the newsletter. Also, I'm going for my CPDTKA certification. I'm trying to do it by January, but I have to have a certain number of hours. It's like 300 hours total, and 225 of those have to be like hands-on training dogs, and I'm not totally sure that I'll get there by January, but I'm still pretending that I can, so that I'll work harder and like try to do it. If not, I think they do it twice a year, so I would have to wait until summer. Also, my glasses are fogging up. I need to get them refitted because this side sits really close to my cheek and then it fogs up just this little sliver. That's like a nerd problem. Anyway, I have some other school stuff that I want to talk about, but if you want to read it you can read it in the newsletter, and I'll link that in the description. I also got my Splendid Spoon box today. I'm eating their vegan chicken parm, which is one of my favorites. I feel like it's like the most, a lot of their stuff is like noodle based, rice based. This is the one that feels like a little bit elevated, like a little bit fancy for like a frozen dinner. I mean it's still pretty good. Like, I feel like if I was served this chicken in a restaurant, I wouldn't be disappointed. I had also wanted to do a blog post on Splendid Spoon this week, but I don't have it in me. So I want to do that eventually though, actually like take nice photos and do a blog post. But I really like them. I probably order from them like every few weeks. I think ideally I would probably do it like once a month or so. And it's just such a relief to like not have to think about cooking for the week. So I have like 10 meals and 5 smoothies. So it's like lunch and dinner, and then smoothie I usually do for a snack, and then have like some kind of breakfast that I just get at the grocery store. But yeah, it's really nice. It's convenient. I like most of their meals, and I think the ones that I don't like are just like personal preference. I think the meals are all good. There's a couple smoothies that I don't love, and again, I think that's like personal preference. But anyway, I'm using too many words. I'm gonna go do my newsletter, and then maybe I'll check in again tonight. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. I will insert the newsletter here once it's complete, and I'll link that in below. I'll also link my Splendid Spoon like referral code if you want to try it. So I thought I would put this on a plate to show it to you, but now it just looks teeny tiny. But this is the chicken. The beans look a little weird today, but they taste good. Everything's good. What? Excuse me? Why are you wagging your tail? Hello again. It's now Thursday afternoon, almost 4 o'clock. Is that fine? I'm gonna make this quick. I'm at the Manhattan Beach Mall. I came to the Apple store to look for a computer, to look at a computer. I was pretty sure I knew which one I wanted, but I wanted to come see it in person. I also wanted to talk to someone, but I forgot that you have to like make an appointment at the Apple store if you want to talk to a person, and I overheard them telling someone it's like an hour wait. So I did not want to do that. I'm just gonna assume that my thought process is correct and that I know which computer I want. This is actually another reason I've been like absent. My laptop is not doing great. Like, my hard drive thinks it's full, and I don't think it actually is, but it can't handle too much. So like this vlog, I feel like one reason I'm trying to keep things short and keep most of my Vlogtober videos under 10 minutes is because I don't think my computer can handle a longer video with multiple clips. But the good news is I'm gonna order online and should have a new computer within the next probably hopefully 2 to 3 weeks. I saw they're doing a promotion for students right now too, where it's like through October 2nd. They don't say what the discount is, but apparently there's a student discount. And hopefully I qualify, even though I'm only taking 1 class right now. I'm a student. I think it counts. I hope so. Anyway, I pulled out my passion planner because I made a list of stuff to do today. I actually started working on my October goals. I tried to anyway. I can't get used to like the blonde. I feel like it's disorienting. I haven't YouTubed with this hair color really. Anyway, I tried working on my October goals, and I couldn't do it. I had trouble, and I realized it's because I have a bunch of to-do stuff left for September that is kind of throwing me off, and I feel like I'm like bypassing it, or I could put it under October and like put it off, but I don't want to do either of those things. So I feel like to accurately set my October goals, I have to like knock out some stuff from September 1st. So I'm going to try to do that today and tomorrow, and then Saturday, Sunday I can work on my goals. I think it's just too bright in this parking lot. I'm having trouble finding the spot where I don't look like I'm glowing in the dark. Anyway, today's list is like easy stuff, but it's like stuff that I have to like drive all over the place to do. So coming to the Apple store was one thing. I wanted to get my glasses adjusted. I told you yesterday that they get that little fog up sliver and but I drove past the glasses store and I don't want to backtrack. There's no going back, so that's gonna be on a different day. Oh, I wanted to go to the library. I forgot my library book. That's gonna be tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I have an overdue library book. That's like almost it. I need to go set up my P.O. box. I didn't get to do that the other day because they want like multiple forms of ID. Like they want your like birth certificate. And I didn't have all that stuff with me that day. So today I do have a utility bill. So I'm gonna set up my P.O. box. I also sold a book already on Pango Books, and I sold something on Depop. I don't remember if I told you that the other day, but I was listing stuff online. I sold something, a clothing thing, and then I also sold a book. So I have the book with me. I'm gonna set up my P.O. box, and then I'm gonna go ship the book while I'm there. Other than that, my other to-do list items or stuff I have to do at home. I ordered a new litter box for Herschel, and that came. It's from Modcat, and I've like really wanted this litter box. So I'm gonna set that up for him. And then I also have to register for the Aggression in Dogs conference, which starts tomorrow. And that's about it for the rest of the day. This morning, earlier today, I just had a dog walking client, and then I had a puppy visit, training visit with 2 puppies. And I'm gonna be seeing them for a few weeks, probably. We're doing a training package and working through like basic cues, and then also like puppy manners, house training, and that kind of stuff. Oh, I also have one more cat visit to do tonight. So I think I'm gonna try to get to the mailbox store, hopefully before they close, and then do my cat visit and then go home. Okay, is this? No. Maybe. Hi, will this camera stay there? That would be great, sort of. So it's Friday, it's Friday, the 6th, October 6th. It's like a heat wave right now, and this is the only spot where I could get like some shade and also not be in like really weird lighting, but I'm just fixing my car mount is going to be on my to-do list for this week. Hopefully by the next video in the car, I'll either have it fixed or get a new one. Speaking of fixed, I went to the eye place. I think the last time I checked in was on Thursday. I'm just gonna hold it like this. I went to the eye doctor to get my glasses fixed because they were fogging up, and you can maybe see that they still are a little bit. So they basically told me that they fixed them again. They adjusted them again. But then she basically said, like, I think it's just your face. Like, it's just, and I kind of thought that, like, not my face, but probably my ears, that they're not totally symmetrical or level. And so this side, there's more space here than this side. This one's closer to my face. And so that's why it's happening. So it's just these glasses, and I'm gonna have to live with it. But she did fix them, and it made it a little bit better, but not as much as I would have hoped. Also, the last time I checked in, I was at the Apple store. I was at the mall. I had just left. So update, my computer has been ordered, and I should have it like a week or 2 from now, which will make YouTube a lot easier. I realized, so this video was supposed to be like 1 week in my life, and it ended up, we're now at the end of the 2nd week. And I like week-long vlogs, like, so like a daily vlog, but it's compiled into a week video. I like that in theory, but in practice, it's like I get like, I forget what I already talked about, and it's hard for me to kind of keep track of it. But I think if I uploaded my clips and edited it every day, it would be a lot better. But my current computer cannot handle that. It can't. So basically this computer, I don't put footage on it until I'm like ready to edit it, finish it, and then upload it, because like that's the only thing that I can have going on in terms of like my hard drive. Otherwise my hard drive thinks it's full and it can't function. What else did we talk about last time? I set up my Pango bookshop. That was like, I think, the beginning of this vlog. I think today's Friday, so this weekend I think I'm gonna like list some more books. I definitely have some stuff that I need to go through. It's also kind of motivating me to go through the books that I haven't read but I want to read, because I know I have some books that like I probably want to read but I don't need to keep. So I'm gonna like power through some of those so that I can list them and like get rid of them. I've also been going to the library a lot. I've been like checking out probably at least 5 books a month, maybe more like 8 books some months. I've been reading a lot, and I'll talk about this in another video, but my Goodreads challenge for this year was to read 100 books, and I think I'm at like 68 or something. Yeah, so I'm at 68 books and I'm 8 books behind schedule if I want to hit 100 by the end of the year. And I think I can do it. I'm like intentionally picking some like shorter books right now so I can like catch up. But yeah, it's been a good time. I'll make another video about that specifically. I don't need to talk about everything today, but I'll link my Pango books link in the description box if you want to buy any books from me. I feel like I'm sure that I forgot some stuff that happened this week, the last couple of weeks, but I'll have plenty of time to talk about it later. It feels like I'm getting off to kind of a rough start just because I haven't posted in a long time and I haven't like filmed videos, and I think I tend to not know how it's going until I actually put it in the editor and like look at what I filmed. Because basically when I'm just like filming myself, I like forget what I talked about and did immediately. It's like it never happened. So then when I go back and look at the footage, then I'm like, oh, like I should have filmed this differently, or I didn't actually need to film that or talk about that, or I like brought this up like 5 times and I don't need to keep talking about it. Anyway, oh, the other exciting thing that happened is that I took my car to the shop again. I think I talked to you on one of the days that I took my car to the shop. It's been in twice in the last 2 weeks. And this most recent time, I got a problem fixed that's been like an issue for like probably at least 2 or 3 years. It's been a while. And I knew something was wrong. The dash lights kept coming on randomly. There were a couple of times that my car would like shut off. It's been sluggish to start, like not like start, but like when I'm at a stop sign or stoplight or whatever, and I push the gas, it's like takes a minute. And it's really been kind of frustrating and annoying and made me a little anxious, especially with like, there were a couple times that it shut off while I was like not driving, I was stopped like in traffic or at a stoplight or whatever, and it stopped. And then I'd go to press the gas and realize that the car had turned off. And one of the times that it happened was really stressful because it was during a heat wave. And Pensone was with me at the like on the way back from a vet appointment, and I was just really angry about it because I was like, if my car stops in the middle of traffic during a heat wave, like he couldn't hang in the car. I mean, I could barely hang in the car for very long with the car off. But like that time that it happened, I was like panicked that like if it didn't come back on pretty soon, he would overheat in the car. So I'm thinking about like there's a grocery store I could like take the carrier and run into like the AC and stuff. But yeah, stuff like that was happening, and I don't know, it's taken them a while to figure out what was wrong with it, but it turns out it was a problem with the fuel injector, and it was covered under warranty, so they fixed it, and the car feels a lot better now. Like it's like got more power to it. I mean, it's a little car, it's a Honda Fit, but that's one thing that I noticed when I was in Georgia, that tiny car that I had, and it was basically like a toy. That car was so small, it was like smaller than this one, but I felt like it had more power and it was more fun to drive. So now that my car is fixed, like that makes sense, because I'm like, it's not that that car was so much better than mine. My car was just a little bit sick. It was a little under the weather, and now it's doing good. So anyway, even though that was like kind of annoying having to take my car to the shop so much, I'm glad that it's got fixed. We also got new front brakes and the new fuel injector, and that's it. Oh, I had to do a smog check. I think the day that I talked to you wasn't even the day that I took it into the shop. It was the day I had the smog check. I don't know. It's been a busy couple weeks. I don't fully remember everything that's happened, but hopefully I filled you in on some of the stuff. Right now, so it's like 2:30. I have about an hour and a half before I have to go to my next client. So I got asked to do like a magazine, internet magazine interview, and it's been like something that's kind of been falling through the cracks on my to-do list over the last few days. So I wrote down some of the questions. First of all, they emailed me the questions, and there's like some of them, they're like, we want you to answer these questions specifically, and there were a couple that it's like you can choose which ones you want to answer, and it's like a drop-down menu, and then there's like 20 questions, and I'm like scrolling through trying to pick, and like my brain was having trouble keeping track and like deciding that way. So I wrote down some of my top choices, and I'm just gonna like maybe like take some notes or like figure out, I don't know. I also think some of these questions that I don't end up picking for this, I might want to like write about in my blog or my newsletter. So yeah, I'm gonna go work on that for like the next hour or so before I head to my next client, and I'm gonna end this video now. and it was nice to see you, and thanks for watching. And maybe I'll film this weekend, maybe just like some single day vlogs or a weekend vlog or something. I don't know. I know I have some stuff planned for like November that I want to cover, but like October, I think I'm just like figuring things out. Like, so yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.